All right. Adams, Bentley,
Here.
Cummins, Gruber,
Here.
House,
Here.
Hughes, here, Smith.
Here.
It is recording through that. Don't have a clue. So if you know somebody that's actually logging on, I wish we had a list that would show it.
No one's asked.
Nobody's asked to come in. So we'll see how this goes. We're definitely beta testing it, I would say. All right. Approval of the minutes from December the 18th.
Motion to approve minutes.
Second. So move in second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Financial report is simple. There's not one because finance department has not 100% closed out the year. And this is normal. We usually get it in March. All right. Old business. We're not doing any actions on the workshop information on the rules and regs, but our next commission meeting will be when? March 19th. Is that okay if we make that longer and go ahead and commit before spring break? And to do the workshop after the commission meeting. And that commission meeting probably will not be long either because it's stuff that we have in here to do. And I don't know anything else that is going to come up. All right. So nobody's saying no to that one. That's what we'll plan on doing when something comes up. All right. Future hangar. Sorry. 208 Aviation Way. Have you and legal got together to work out anything on your?
There's been no initiation of communication for further discussion.
Okay. Other than the price that she gave you, what? Right.
Well, she threw out a number, but that was pre.
Okay.
Submission of the appraisal that I also provided you guys for the value of the ground for the industrial area and the airport area. So there's been no further engagement to this point.
I think we need to circle back with Amy. She's the lead attorney on that one and to see where we are. She might be saying it's up to you guys as the commission, or we'll circle back up.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, would you come to the podium? That's what we're supposed to ask you to do.
Sure.
Being recorded.
Just as a reminder of what Amy did say, she at the last meeting, she essentially said that she doesn't consider herself to be a real estate expert in the matter, and so she handed it off. She verbally handed it off to our friend here from Colliers for his input, and so I'm not sure where it's gone from there, but happy to engage with you guys and collaborate and come up with a win-win solution for
came up with some numbers. I have not seen anything set for them.
We'll circle back because I'll say we'll put you definitely because it's coming up on a year, right?
it is indeed.
And it's time for us to make a decision one way or another.
And the original item on the docket, just to remind us of what was kind of in the minutes and how this was broached, was we requested approval of a tenant finish out project,
right? That
we're still interested in doing to provide some upgrades to the interior of our office space and some updates potentially as well into the hangar space. And so we have we have, over this past year, we have consistently had a full hangar. We've been collaborating with that at North Little Rock Air. We've had a litany of surveillance aircraft that have been operating in the central Arkansas area that are coming in with high resolution cameras and doing quite a bit of surveillance work. And so we've had a pretty full hangar. We've been operating meeting a need. Those aircraft have been flying regularly and buying fuel, and so we've been very busy just with that side of the business.
That's good.
So I think it's been a good win because he has to place those aircraft have to be inside a hangar. They can't be on the flight line just due to the optics inside are worth more than the aircraft itself in most cases. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know a little bit of history of what we've been doing and how things are going. So I feel good about what we're able to contribute and the services we're able to provide.
I will tell you that I'll do my best to have an answer. I want action on it too. That way we can get it off the list. So I think we've had enough time, but no, we need her to make sure we're on the correct page. All right. This is on new business. Future hangar storage needs of 8318 Remount Road, which is the EA hangar. Oh, is that North Lark Air? Oh, I'm sorry. And they're not here. They said, but I would tell you, North Lark Air they're busy and they have a lot of the hangars that are about to be construction for us. They're renting a couple there and they don't really have a place to put their aircraft. I don't know how many, I wish they were here, and they said they're going to come to the next meeting. So I say we just table that for next, but they need more space, what they're asking for. All right. Is 8050, is that EA? Okay. 8050, the EA.
We had down at the EAA hangar, we had a bit of ice and snow damage during the recent storms. Primarily, what our damage was to was our shelter for our plane train. If y'all aren't familiar with the plane train, it's a kiddie ride that we had built about 7 years ago, and we take it to parades and air shows and churches and various events, festivals, and whatever. It's a little lawn tractor that pulls 8 little airplanes that we made that kids ride. And it has a trailer that all that racks on. And we had that and have been having that stored right beside our hangar with a shelter over it. Well, come snow and ice, the ice actually slid off of our hangar and onto that shelter and just crashed it. So it did some damage both to the plane train and the shelter was totally destroyed. We have now removed that shelter and it is no longer on the airport. We took it to Saul and got $21 for it. But plane train itself, we've had inside the hangar and repaired it. It's in great condition now and ready to go. And we have stored it over at Presley Melton's hangar, although be it that's a temporary solution for what to do with the plane train. We can't leave it there. So we have a plan A, B, and C. And I'll have to say not necessarily in any order. Okay. We've got it up for sale right now. But if we can sell it, I don't even need to be here. It's all done. There's also a possibility that we will donate it to Mount Carmel Baptist Church, whom has been good to us on several things that we have done with that church. The other possibility is that we keep it. If we keep it, we need to put it back pretty much where it was and rebuild our shelter. So when I mentioned that to Virginia the other day, she suggested that I come before the commission and let you know that if we come to that solution, that we would need to do what we had before. We'd need to build a temporary, portable, removable type structure there that the plane train would fit under. And I submitted some plans to her as to what it would look like.
Don't want to, I don't know the structural, but the plans basically is a metal car structure. So, but you don't need our approval yet.
We actually, we're in the process of plans A, B, and C. Right now, it's up for sale. And I've got it listed in a number of different places for sale. And so if we're successful in selling it, all is done.
Did you take a picture of the trailer?
Yeah.
Add it to it?
I did.
Okay, all right.
So it's back on there. That was mentioned by Presley that I should show it not only in action, which I've got a video of it working, as well as still photo or two, but then I didn't have a picture of it on the trailer and mounted, but I've taken such and I've added that to those websites where I've got it on site.
And when I saw that, I was like, going, man, that trailer, how that's, by looking at it, that will help you with the price, I think.
Yeah, it's a well thought out deal. It's all racked and rigged on one trailer and everything there. It's and we're asking, by the way, in case anybody's interested or knows some entity that may be interested in it, we're asking $6,500 for the whole thing. That includes the trailer, that includes the tractor that pulls it, all of the cars, the whole 9 yards, $6,500.
Jared, where you got it listed at?
I'm sorry.
Where's it listed at? Posted.
Marketplace on Facebook is one of those, and a number of the yard sale type sites that are out there for North Little Rock.
It is within Facebook.
And if anybody that wants photos or something sent directly, I'll be happy to do that. But you're right, Brad. I don't really have to have approval today to put that to replace our shed. But I guess we want to just make the commission aware that that's a possibility is that we keep it. And if we do, we need a place to put it again.
Yeah. I just think to make it legal, we would have to make an amendment to the lease, and that you're leasing the ground that would be under, and that way we're doing what we're supposed to do as a commission. So.
And we want to do what's right as well. Although I would point out to the commission that there are still a number of trailers that are parked beside other hangars all over the airport, and they're not paying anything for them, and they're not leasing any space for them. So ours is something that's for the good of the airport and good of the community and that kind of thing. So
I'm not saying that we 100% as a commission will agree on to, that part of it. And that's something that we can talk about, but to give you actual right to putting it there and all that, that's what we got to find a way to do that. So I 100% hear you, but I know truthfully in the big picture thing, do I have a problem with it? No. Do I think the commission as a whole, can't speak for them, but I don't think they're going, I feel like you're going to be able to get, if this comes truly to us to do.
If you just want to sell it,
we're happy to sell it.
I didn't know if it was like we would rather sell it than go through.
That is actually, I guess, if I had to rank plan A, B, and C there, that would be plan A. So if we can sell it, yes, and then it just goes on to somebody else to utilize at that time.
That'd be their headache.
Sorry.
That'd be,
in any event, this is not a 40-year commitment like the typical lease is. We're not talking, we don't want to, it won't be around for 40 years, I promise you.
Yeah, we just have to make sure when we're talking is how we set it up to do it right.
Right. Okay.
and I'm not really saying, you know, do I really think that we charge you the same amount? No, but we got to find a way to talk about it if it goes to that step. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. Now comes the fun thing for me. I've been on this commission for a long time, and 8360 Remount Road is, I wish we had a diagram before I can point it. But if you go from North Little Rock Air and you're going north, the next is the Quonset hut. And there's the big ditch. And then you have the old Rick Stringham hangar that has Avgaff tanks in the front. But I mean, it's like 10 feet different going north from North Little Rock Air. And it's that hangar at the very end there. And it's next to the Quonset hut. When the Quonset hut pulls out a plane, and if this one's using it, they're using the exact same space. It's been always odd. Back when I first came in, there's always been a plan. If them hangars ever came up, not to really look at it, what is the best interest for the commission. The hangar at the end, I don't know what the square foot of it is, but it's not real deep, but you could put a twin engine in it easily. Aircraft. Right now, to the best of my knowledge, and anybody that I've talked to about that hangar, it has just been storage of their personal belongings. It is coming up November.
They're just paid through.
They're just paid through November. And we as a commission have been accepting payment. Thank you for pointing that out. I think it's time for us to stop accepting their payment. And basically, it's time for you to vacate our property.
Quonset expires this year also.
And next is the Quonset hut. Just for the commission, there's no plan for us to say what we're going to replace it with if they decide to take their property, because their lease, there's no conversion. They have to donate it to the airport. Or they have to take it. But it's not being used for aviation. It's been there for years.
You told they prepaid to November?
It came before the commission some years back.
And we've been sued by this family. And it's just their personal storage building. And we have North Little Rock Air that needs hangar space. And Mr. Stewart's hangar is full now. Almost.
Yeah, we're probably at 70%, 75. Some days,
That's more than what it was before you bought it.
sure, yeah, because it's just aircraft only.
There's a demand, and we definitely have a business out there. And I'm not saying that North Little Rock Air would want to lease this, but it's holding up people to buying fuel and everything else on the commission. So
I'm slow. I guess I'm not really clear on which hangar. Is it the hangar faces south between the Quonset hut and White Hangar?
So basically what you're saying is to be prepared that this is going to come up here in a couple months. And if
Well-
you didn't want it to be the first time.
I think as the commission, we need to go ahead and make a motion not to accept their payment. That way it's not our director or our manager stating that she's not accepting it. And it's the commission that's not accepting.
Do you want me to get them to
we have to give notice. And the longer notice we give them, the better we are.
I would definitely work with legal and make sure that like we have everything buttoned up before taking that course of action.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just these situations where we've already been sued once and all that, I'd say running with Alex and
Still a tenant.
Yeah.
They're a tenant.
Yeah.
Just, I want,
We gotta give them notice. Okay.
and we even reached out and asked, in the lawsuit, hey, do y'all have any of the old files or anything like that? So just want that to be, to know. So there's no action until we get with legal to make sure exactly what we have.
Can you share what we were sued? What the suit was about?
You can go back and pull some paperwork. And
Well,
show.
I can, I've 100% I do remember. And we got sued because they didn't think that we had the authority to do what we were doing with the old rules and regs. And they actually own hangars that are being replaced. And they went to circuit court, sued us over circuit court, and we went in and we did win the lawsuit.
just because we've been sued previously I don't feel like it should like necessarily impact what we do. But I do think we need to be cognizant that there is a history and make sure that we are doing things by the book. Dot our I's, cross our T's, yada yada.
Agree.
Oh, 100%. But that's why I'm here, and I didn't want to.
Anybody can sue for anything.
Yeah, that it was my show, and me telling Virginia, I had to bring it to the commission that this has been going on for years, and it's time to let aviation happen again in that hangar.
I just think, I'm happy to make the motion, just contingent upon working with legal to ensure that, we get their blessing and whatever we do is blessed by legal.
Okay,
Is that in a form of a motion or do I need to say that?
I'm 100% good with that.
Make it in form.
Okay. I make a motion that Virginia work with legal to initiate the process of providing them notice that we will not accept their payment come post-November and initiate the process to extinguish whatever property rights they might have at that time. Is that too formal or doing it?
I think right now that's good. And the next question after that gets passed, they're going to come to us. They should look at it and go, do we make a donation, or they're going to be mad and just take their property and go? And the question of it is, do we accept their donation? I personally can't answer that until we inspect the building, if there's truly value in the building, because there might be a problem.
Just need a second.
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 Sorry. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right.
Jordan.
Jordan's not here, so I'm not the engineer, but the parking lot is done. Are we allowing people to park on it yet? Because I haven't been to the.
Cannot strike for 30 days. So
And up there by Matt is the road. You happy? Okay. Yeah. I have not seen their road. I've seen the parking lot. I've seen the spillway that they put in. I was very impressed with that. If you haven't been up north, go look at it. It's actually good. I will tell you that Jerry would say, "Don't forget about me at the EEA." We need something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, all the projects as Redstone has done, the relay of 3517, I it was a good job. But so far, what I've seen the work on this project, I would say they did a very good job. The best that we've dealt with Redstone. We are trying to make sure, with that, North Florida Air's business, we erupted their business for a while with redoing the parking lot, and their hangar is so low. And with that, so far I've heard there's a lot of nervousness on them thinking that we're going to flood them out, but I have not heard we've flooded out Norfolk Air at all. There is something we need to do on the other hangar that we have, the new one. We need to redirect gutters to just to help in case. But overall, I think it's been a great project. Now, with that, construction on the old hangar that we talked about 2 years ago, I don't know the actual date, but you were here, is going to start in June, the way I understand. Taxiway Delta, the engineering work is done. We're waiting from a green light from the FAA to say that's a project that we're comfortable with, and once they do that, we will put it into bid, put it out to bid. And the state, we got the state grant to redo the other side of the set of hangars. I just signed the state grant part for their work to get that done. So that should happen not as long as there shouldn't be a delay on the next set of hangars. What I'm trying to say. So
State money moves faster.
we're in pretty good shape. That was a 90-10 grant, correct? So we still have an 80-20 open to us this year, this fiscal year. This is where I get confused.
5% federal funds too.
The state budget is June, right? It's over in June. July 1st is the new state. Okay.
October 1 is too.
Did that part. Without Jordan here, I think we still have an 80-20 open for this year. I just want that, I'm saying that out loud in case we need to do another pavement improvement somewhere. And the big pothole that is in front of our old terminal building, that I don't want to take away from you, we are looking with Redstone to see about a true fix to that. Our own street department has been doing the best they can, but they just keep on adding asphalt and repatching it, and it comes back a month later, starts eating. Anything else? Your report? Then we got public comment.
Gate 2 has a pedestal for its entry pad, and when the new gate system was implemented and the gates were placed, that particular pedestal was existing. Conduit laid on top of the ground and had some asphalt overlay in it. So it's been hit over time more than once, and the wires are broken in there. They cannot repair it. They couldn't get it to feed through, so they had to put a new pedestal out there. They're in the process of that now. It's going to be about $2,500. There's no new activity with the perimeter fence as far as vandalism or cutting the fence with the deer issues. I don't know what was going on there for a while, but it was pretty rampant. But that seems to have settled down. The area out there around it seems to be kind of quiet at this point. There was a lot of activity for a time. Brad might want to address the snow ice removal here at the end here when I get through real quick. We're on board for that air show, October 3rd and 4th, Saturday and Sunday. The plans are moving quickly and we're in air show mode. Jerry can attest to that, and Shannon, David, there's a lot going on with that. It's lined up to be, as was said the other day, bigger and better than ever. That's always the goal, but it looks like it's going to be a great show. You mentioned the T hangers. Also, Gary, who is our maintenance personnel position, he fills that position at this time. He has given his notice of retirement, and that was always in his plan when he was vested. He wanted to retire, so he is leaving out at the end of March. We made a few revisions to the job description, nothing real major, but we have it advertised. HR has it out there right now. It is considered an entry level position at the current rate that they have it. So she said the chance of someone with in-house wanting that position is not as good as I'd hoped, because we really need somebody with some experience. That's a 15-foot bush hog and probably 90 horsepower tractor, and someone that just knows how to ride a zero turn on that terrain out there. You really just have some concerns. People can be pretty rough on the equipment. And but we did talk with Brad about it, and at the end of the year, I did release the landscape company that we had that mowed. We'd had one apparently for some time that mowed the grass around the FBO building, and we paid them on an annual, monthly, and they had an annual agreement. It wasn't anything in writing, but anyway, we released them because there's really no activity for them to do other than just kind of show up in the wintertime. We released them, and I think we're going to buy a good push more, because that's just sodded area that we really don't want the zero turn. It's not big enough for the zero turn anyway. And let our new personnel, the understanding that's going to be part of their responsibility. And we have, the summer help that we have had the last few years, they can work together and get that. And we will not be paying a company monthly to come out and do our mowing. So I think that'll be a good move for us. So are there any questions or?
Is there, to get the type of person that we need, is there any action that the airport commission can do? If we don't get the caliber of person that can actually run it, are you going to have to come back to us to change the budget? What I'm trying to get at.
I don't know how they have kind of the final on as far as their requirements. I don't know how if they would make us go through personnel commission to change that, or if they could do that in-house. It is a stepping grade, so you could offer a higher step. It goes up to low 40s, I believe. It typically entry level is not those high steps, but I think with the right experience and the right personnel, that might be an option.
Okay. It's about to come. We got to find something. Okay. Snow removal. Snow was fun. The airport was open back, if I remember straight. Snow hit, Friday night, and our first flight was out of there. Was it Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday? Wednesday afternoon. We spent a lot of money to get that flight out, and it was one of the jets that we had there, and they were trying to leave since they wanted to leave Monday morning, if I remember straight, and we just looked at them and said, "There's no way. It's not going to happen." And we even had some of the jets coming back. They just ended up parking at Little Rock. They came in Sunday, if I remember straight. It's the most we've ever spent on ice and snow removal. The bill was $20,000. And as a commission, and this is something that we always try to move it and to get it going, to help, but that's a lot of money. Just, Jerry, Jerry even sent out, just let Mother Nature, he sent us a text message, let Mother Nation, take its own course. We probably, if we did that, could have been using the airport Friday, maybe. I just don't know. I'm saying that because that's our maintenance budget is what, 100,000? $140,000. So that's a big chunk just came out of. With that, we are negotiation. I will say this out loud. It's a tenant out there is Busby. We are talking to him about his bill. We he did a lot of hours, and we have agreed to paying him 75% right now because there was some damage out there, and we don't have all them bills in of what it's going to take to fix it. There were some lights, and there were some curbs hit, and that kind of stuff. We're going to go back to him, and it should come down some, but it's not going to come down. It was a lot of hours. So,
And Brad, he did ask me to reach out to similar sized airports in our area to see if they received assistance from the municipalities or if they had their own equipment. And I reached out, it was either 4 or 5 that responded back. Conway was one of them, and Hope. They did not do any kind of outside help with their ice. They said one of them had a plow, one of them had a truck that had the blade on it. But other than what they could do in-house, which wasn't a whole lot, they said that they just had to they kept the airport closed until weather took care of it. So that seems to be the norm on an airport our size. I just kind of wanted to share that.
with Redstone being out there, I will also share that they also do the same type of snow removal too. I think the only way we could have saved us if we jumped on it from the very beginning and have plow trucks running up and down.
You gotta have more than just a plow truck. You gotta have a dump truck to put the snow in, a place to haul it to. If you haul it up on either side, 15 feet high, then we got, yeah,
Yeah, 100%. I'm just letting you know that was. We've never spent that amount of money. We usually spend about 7, and I know we got stuff going on, and it's just me rattling on right now. But I want the commission to know we got to come up with a better plan.
I would be interested to know what the traffic was after it was all removed, cleared. I could just talk about a couple of lights a day and then they're just shutting it down. So like as you said, until Mother Nature melts it.
It was funny. As soon as it was open, the jet returned. The one jet took off, went to Florida. Another jet from Little Rock came in. Another tenant that just loves to go out there and fly. He was flying. So it was being used. Any pilots in here? Did we interrupt you?
Not only did you not interrupt us, but the informal survey that I sent out to hangar owners and airport users that we have a list of, we only received one reply that said clear the runways. Everybody else said basically we live in Arkansas and
Yeah, there's no more action. I will also tell you that Norfolk Air had stated this is Thad's business, that the ice and snow really affected their business and wish we got the runway open up sooner. Because that's how they make money. They if they can't pump gas, they can't have students out there. They're not making. I understand that. So it's a balance act. I just think $20,000 for our size of the airport. That's we got to think.
this is how much it's gonna cost. We got you.
I wasn't out there, look, how much was actually included? You could just clear one taxiway out 523, or did you get clear?
Okay, like for you, there was a guy that had a skid steer, and I will say his name, Paul Young, took it from his hangar and went all the way to Tackaway Delta. He cleared spot. Then Norfolk Air cleared front of theirs. Delta Delta did not. Did what taxi? That Delta?
Delta, the main one that
Yeah, that parallels 523, correct?
was the main one.
Yeah, it was done. And so the runway 523 and Delta was done.
We need a motion to adjourn.
We need to make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.